Guys, welcome back to today's video. We're going to make some beef samosas today. We have our ingredients: just a little bit of flour, oil and water, just a little bit of them. A cup of flour is enough. So yeah, and our meat is also boiling, the minced meat. That's what we're going to use. We're not going to use the chunks of beef, we're going to use the minced meat. So welcome, and let's get into this as we go about this video. Okay, first things first, you need the flour, yani kukanda unga, and this will take around a few minutes if you're fast enough, because it's just a little flour, just 1 cup or a half. This depends on the number of samosas you want to make or the number of people who are going to consume it. So you consider, or rather you put that into considerations while kneading your flour. Meanwhile, you can put salt, but not a must, because I'm going to put salt in the beef, so I'm not going to use it while kneading my flour, or rather flour. It depends with your English teacher. So we knead it until it's soft enough to make some chapati like shape. Yeah, like it really has to be soft, really soft. Done. It's a done deal. We are done with kneading our dough for the samosa pockets, and as you can see, I've rolled a few to start like frying them just a little with a little oil for us to be able to make the pockets very well. We need perfect things, or rather close to perfect. Yeah, we don't want disastrous things. Yeah, done with the pocket, making the dough for the pockets, and yeah, you're just about to see how I'm gonna do it. Fry it a little bit, just a little kidogo to you don't have to use oil. After putting oil for the first time, you don't need to put again, just a little will be enough. Yeah. Next, our meat is done with cooking, so we are going to fry our meat. Just use the ingredients available. I used ginger, saumu and the green onions and a few spices that were available, but you can use a variety of spices depending on the shelf, or rather what you have. You just gotta use what you have. Yeah, and a few moments later I was done frying my beef. It doesn't take a long time, just very easy steps. You can fry it the way you'd fry your beef, your normal beef. Yeah, but you don't put soup. Yeah, it's quite simple, the process of frying it, just like the way you'd fry your normal nyama. Yeah, next is the glue we use to stick the pockets. We make the glue using the water and a little flour. Yeah, just a little flour and water, and you make sure you mix it to get the right consistency, not too thin, or rather not too thick. When you put it too thin, it won't stick well. That will lead to the pockets opening up, and I promise you it will be messy. Next, or rather, too thick. When you put the consistency, or rather the glue too thick, it might be difficult to use it, or rather to stick the pockets using that glue, and it will dry up in your hands before you even get to use it. You don't want to really lose your pockets, or rather for them to open up, or rather ikauke before you even begin working with them, right? So when putting the glue, you really have to be careful, because while doing the folding, you really have to be careful to avoid any holes, maybe especially at the corners, because oil is likely to get in through the corners where you really need to avoid that. So folding is where the secret is, to get your samosas really good. You don't want oil to get inside the samosa and you start drinking oil. It's not a good show. It's not a really good one, if you ask me. Let me comment a little bit on the size of the pockets. This will entirely depend on each and every individual, whether you like your samosas big or small. For me, I choose the bigger ones. The bigger, the less. The smaller, the more. And the smaller, the more the work. The bigger, the less the work. Who am I to choose a lot of work? No. We go for the bigger ones, the lesser the work, because you'll just make a few pockets and they're big. You eat one or two, you're good. The smaller ones, you might need to eat 5 of them for you to get full, or rather usikie umetosheka. So it really depends on how you really want it, how you want your pockets, bigger or smaller. Or you can actually make smaller ones if you have a large family, if you're feeding a large family and they all want to at least partake of it, and your resources are also limited, so you can opt for the smaller pockets, hence the more samosas, unlike these ones that I used. Yeah, so as you can see the illustration on the video, I'm trying to just tell you how you really need to put your glue right and fold right, especially at the corners. The amount of beef you can put in the pockets depends entirely on each and every individual. If you're mean with the beef, you can put a little. If you're generous with the beef, you can put as much as you want, as long as by the end of the day you'll be really able to close the pocket well and fold it very well. As you can see, I'm folding mine, trying it out just to make sure that all is covered very, very nicely and beautifully. I don't want disastrous outcome where my meat or other beef will spill out on my oil. So that's why I'm very careful. Yeah, and I'm done with the pocket, as you can see on the video, and it is super amazing, super beautiful. Just check it out. A very big one, if you ask me. Hey, if I had to sell, maybe, I don't know, $4 or something. Finally, to the last part of the video and last part of the cooking. Cooking is the ghetto. A whole hours just to arrive at this 2 minutes and you're done. I mean, so easy. When your oil is ready, you put your pockets inside and you'll get your amazing results like this. Check it out. Yummy if you ask me. You can have some, I mean, kula na mamacho kidogo because it is super yummy. If you're still with me right now, thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe, like, share, and see you on the next video next time. Bye.